Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is
Good
doing
afternoon,
great.
Dheeraj. You are on, so we are live, and I'll make you the host now.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon to Mayat, Sanduni, Shajita, Swahipat. How's everyone doing today? Hope you all must have received a mail from Ashish sir, in which I had sent you the solutions to the previous assignment, which I had sent it to you all on crosswords based on vocabulary. Plus, we did even have rearranging the words in the form of sentence. So I hope everyone has received the solution. Did you all check? Let me know. Okay, Swahibat, you didn't receive the solution? All right. Is it only Swahibat or rest of the people? Because Ashish sir must have definitely shared it with you. He's very prompt when it comes to all these kind of work. If you would like to unmute yourself and you would like to speak, I'm absolutely fine with it. Is it only Swahipat or rest of the people haven't received the solution too? I'm waiting for your responses. Please let me know via chat. Good afternoon, Chandan. Okay, so as no one has been responding to my question, I would assume the factor that the rest of the people have received the solution, and you must have checked how much you have been on track in terms of giving right answers to questions. Okay, so if you have been able to score even 50% of out of everything what was given to you as an assignment, great. Okay, do not worry about. I think somebody has unmuted him or herself. Please make sure that you mute yourself so that it doesn't create any kind of echo. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So we will continue our discussion, in fact, on the pick and speech part. Last time we had only one participant who spoke about a topic, that's family, right? And we got to learn a lot of things based on that. Many people ask questions. It could be the usage of prepositions, articles. So people came across a lot of solutions to the problem, right? So today we are going to continue with that because each one of you should get an opportunity to get going with this activity. Okay. All right. So who's going to be the next? Because last time I had mentioned this to everyone that you can come up with your own topic. Yes. So I hope everyone has come up with your own topic. You've selected your own topic, right? It need not to be too complicated. Everyone? Anybody? I'm waiting for your responses, my dear friends. Please let me know quickly. Either you voluntarily or I would actually randomly call out your names. Simple as that. Which one would be viable to all of you? Let me know faster. There are 9 participants so far I can see. Okay. Kasongo will start with you. Is that okay? And I hope you're ready with the topic. If you're not ready with the topic, don't worry. I'll give you a topic on the spot, and it's not going to be a rocket science to speak about it. Anybody can speak about, family, friends, native place, etc., right? So keeping those factors in mind, I'm going to give you a very simple topic. So Kasongo, if you're ready, we'll go with you first.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. Kasongo, you have your topic ready, or do you want me to give you a topic?
Um, can you give me your own topic? Maybe I try and
Oh,
choose.
all right, perfect. So how about speaking about your best friend?
Okay, let me
Okay.
just speak my culture.
Sorry.
Let me just speak about my culture.
Culture. Okay. Yes, Kasongo. So you have exactly 2 minutes time. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me keep the timer on so that we make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to speak today. We have to finish this. Okay.
Right.
Wait. Oh, yes, Kasongo. Your time starts now.
I'm from Zambia, a country which has a a lot of cultures. A lot. We have about 73 tribes with each with different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Cultures in common
Mm-hmm.
includes kneeling before an elder person, a person who is older than you. You have to kneel whenever doing something together or giving something out. You have to kneel. You are expected to do that to show respect to the elders. And also, whenever you are using the same um, pathway with an elder, you have to greet them. That's our culture. And you don't have to use English when greeting them. You have to use your own language.
Hmm.
And also, um, whenever you are eating, when eating, you don't have to wash your hands first before an elder. An older person is supposed to do that and allow you to wash your hands. That's when, and allow you to eat as well. Those are our cultures in common. Speaking of hospitality, um, in our culture, we are very, very welcoming to our visitors. We we treat them as just our guests. They are our guests. We treat them as our own. They're supposed to be part of us. We don't expect them to ask for anything from us in the house. They just have to be doing anything they want in the house, as long as it's expected and it's respected in our culture. Do I have times left? Ma'am?
No, you've already taken 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Even I was so engrossed listening to you.
Should I stop?
If you want to continue, continue. Maybe I'll give you another minute's time. Okay.
Okay. Um, I was talking about hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
So in my culture, we are welcoming to our visitors. We respect them. It doesn't matter the age. Everyone is, although elders are respected more, but in terms of hospitality, everyone is like the same. Um, we treat them as our own, give them beddings, they're supposed to sleep, and mostly we don't even ask them why they are visiting, because it's kind of not uh, not respectful asking why they have visited, because visiting is part of us. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I'll end there.
Okay, thank you so much. A big round of applause to Kasongo, and I hope everybody is doing the same, although Kasongo is not able to see any of us. All right, that's a great attempt, Kasongo. Few of the things, in fact, I should tell you that very less grammatical mistakes. Okay, you tried your level best to come up with those sentences in which you are extremely good at. Okay, so that's very nice. Keeping it
Thank,
very simple without any complications is actually kind of one of the foundations of any language for that matter. Okay, so
thank
a
you.
few things which I had a question about. You mentioned it's a lot of cultures. Means we don't have one culture, we have a lot of cultures. Did you
Okay.
want to mention culture or did you want to mention custom? I just had that question.
Um, Custom.
Customs. Okay. So your culture has a lot of tradition and a lot of customs, right?
Yes,
That's what you
yes.
wanted to. So because when you say a lot of cultures, it was a little confusing. So that is one correction. Okay, culture word has to be replaced with custom. Okay, our culture is
Okay.
filled with a lot of customs. I repeat, our culture is filled with a lot of customs. Okay, basically
All right.
whatever happens in a culture is actually called as custom. Okay, second, you mentioned pathway. So basically what you wanted to say, based on my understanding, was when an elderly person is actually passing through you, okay,
Yes.
you have to show respect to that person, right? Irrespective of wherever you're walking on, whichever part, doesn't matter. So whenever a person is passing through you, you should always greet them, right? Okay,
Yes.
whenever a person is passing through you, especially an elderly person is passing through you, then you should always greet them. So that is the correction what you had to make. So when you say allow you, it was kind of like, instead of that, what I felt was you could have used this word permit.
Permit.
Okay,
Yeah.
permit, right? Unless the elderly people or the elders permit you to wash your hand, unless elders permit you to sit and have food, you cannot have food. Okay, that should be the sentence. Unless elders permit you to wash your hand and have food, you cannot wash your hand and you cannot have food. Okay, that's one more correction. You use this word called beddings. There is nothing called beddings. Okay,
Huh?
usually what you use this word called beddings. Did I hear you right?
Yes. Beddings are not those things that you put on beds, like let's say bed sheets,
Correct.
blankets.
Right, that's called mattress.
Oh no.
Okay, mattress. So what is a bed? Basically, you know, uh, a furniture made of wooden is actually called a bed, on which you usually put mattress, you spread a bed sheet, and then you put pillows and you sleep on it. Okay, that's how it
Yes.
is. So it's not beddings, it's basically a mattress. Okay, that was another correction. Apart from this, I did not find any other mistakes. That's great, Kasongo. Great job.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
now, next, we'll go with another person quickly. How about Shah Jalal? And the rest of the people also have a responsibility from now onwards. You need to keep a pen and a paper handy. You have to keep listening to whoever is speaking, and you have to find out where the person is committing mistake. And whoever comes up with the mistake in whatever the participant is speaking, you'll get a bonus point. Okay, maybe next time when we have an activity, so that will actually add on, and let's see how it's going to work out. All right. So Shah Jalal, shall we go with you next? If you're there, Shah Jalal, requesting you to please to unmute yourself. Shah Jalal, no? How about Amjad Raja? Amjad, Amjad Raja, Amjad, are you there? Please unmute yourself. I've already allowed you to speak, so you can unmute yourself and you can speak at any point. Amjad, are you there? Please to respond so that we can move forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Amjad. So as you've already understood, I'm going to give you the topic. Keep your microphone a little away from your mouth. Keep your microphone a little away from your mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, the breathing sound is actually kind of dominating. All right, Amjad. Shall I give you a topic or you have your own topic to speak about?
Ma'am, I am only attend the today class, so
Oh,
I can give the topic in last clip.
okay, you would like to speak at the end
Yeah, ma'am.
as it's your first class? Okay, Amjad, no problem. I'll respect that factor. And thank you so much because as you mentioned that this is your first class, we really appreciate that. Okay, thank you. You
Okay,
can
thank you, ma'am.
mute yourself, please. Thank you. Ahmad, Ahmad Omar, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Ahmad. Are you ready to speak on a topic? Do you have you chosen a topic on your own or shall I give you a topic?
Mm, Give me topic. I will try.
Okay. You want me to give the topic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So here we go. The topic is Okay, would you like to speak about my best friend, as Kasongo did not speak about it?
About my best friend, okay?
Yes, my best friend.
Okay, this is my first time with your class because because of this I will speak little, okay? No problem?
No problem. How much ever little you speak, we would really appreciate that.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. I will speak about my topic is best friend.
Okay.
My best friend, his name is Abud.
Mm-hmm.
He's live in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
My best friend, he is with me all the time,
All right.
and he is respect me and follows me and meet me like every day. And also when I want to help, he is help me,
Okay.
and that's it.
That's all. More about your
Yes,
friend. What kind of a person your friend is? Why do you like him? Why is your best friend?
because he's with me all the time and he is respect me and he is help me because of this. When I need help, he's do.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Omar. We're
Yes.
listening.
Okay, give me another question. I will answer.
Okay, so you like him because he's always with you whenever you need him, right? That was
Yes.
the sentence
Yes.
you
Sure.
said.
Yes.
Okay, when did he become your friend, by the way, Omar?
He's my cousin.
Oh, he's your cousin. Your cousin is your
Yes.
friend. That's
Yes.
very
This is my best friend because he's always with me.
okay. All right. How does your friend look like?
Kind
Yeah, like
and
I wanted to
and
describe.
friendly.
Come again, Omar.
He's kindly and friendly and
Okay. How does he look like? I'm talking about the looks. How does he look like? Tall.
he's yes, he's tall
Okay.
and not fat, normal, not so fat.
So, athletic body. Can I call it as?
Yes, I click
Uh,
his body. He's white color.
sorry.
He's white color, white.
Okay. He's fair.
Yes.
He's very fair. Okay, that's nice.
Mm. And he's like football like me. Play football like me.
Sorry. Come again.
He's like. So should you speak about look, right?
Right.
That's it. I think that's it.
So basically, he looks like you. However, you
Yes.
look, he also looks like you. That's what are you
Yes.
trying to say? Okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much, Omar. We
Thank
really
you too.
appreciate it. A few corrections you can make it. Please make sure that you have a pen and a paper handy. And to the rest of the participants who are actually watching live on Facebook, plus people who are attending the session, to both, remember all these corrections are applicable to everyone who wants to correct, who wants to actually elevate communication skills to the next level. Okay. So the first mistake, he's helped me. That's the sentence what he used, right, Omar? So what
Yes.
should be the sentence? The sentence should be, he always helps me. He always helps me.
Help me.
That should be the correct sentence. He always helps me. Okay. The
Okay.
S what you were using with his, that should be actually applied with helps.
Yes.
Okay. That's the first correction. Second, whenever I need help, my friend helps me. Whenever I need help, my
That's
friend
right. Helps me.
helps me. Okay. Whenever I need help, my friend helps me. That should be the next correction. Okay, let me write that over here. My friend helps me. Or you can even say, by any chance, if you want to use a different word, because you already use this word helps, right? My friend always stands by me. Whenever I need my friend always stands by me. Okay, that is also a correct sentence. Next, this is one correction which I would like to make it to everyone. Please make sure that you are paying more attention. Say this word, the word this, that, the plural of this is these, plural of that is those. Am I correct? So what one of the mistakes what people commit is, remember, these are actually called demonstrative pronoun. These are called demonstrative pronouns. Do you know what is the meaning of demo? Demo
Yes.
means what?
What? Sorry.
Demo means, Omar,
What's the mean?
you what you can do is, Omar, you can actually mute yourself. You can answer to my questions via chat. This is a question to everyone, okay, who's watching this video currently. Just answer to yourself. What is the meaning of demo? I would like to give a demo. She gave a demo. He gave a demo. What is the meaning of demo? Demo means something to show. Am I
Something
correct?
to show.
Correct. Omar,
Okay.
please mute yourself. Mute yourself kindly. It's creating an echo. Yeah, thank you.
Ma'am, ma'am, this and that is used for only things, not a person.
Let me come to that point. I'll get to that point in a little while. Please do be patient until then. Okay. I'm going to talk about that too. Is that okay? Yes. Whoever spoke just now? Okay. Thank you. So first thing is this and that. So
Yes, ma'am.
when I
Okay,
say,
okay.
okay, thank you. For example, if I say, hey, this is my pen tablet. This is the pen what I use. This is earplugs. This is a scarf. Okay. So when I use this, that, or these, those, whenever I use these four words, whatever I'm actually talking about, that should be there right in front of me to show it to people. Imagine there is no tablet at all. And I say, this is my tablet. How does it sound? It sounds odd, right? Very weird. Now you are actually looking for tablet. Hey, this is my pen. Where is the pen? Without even showing the pen, if you're saying this is my pen, that is my brother, this is my this, etc., etc. Okay, that's actually going to be incorrect. Okay, that's the first thing. Point number one, remember, you cannot use these four words. I repeat, you cannot use these four words. Okay, if whatever you're talking about is not there to show it to people. You cannot do that. That's absolutely incorrect. That's why it's called demonstrative pronouns. When you can show and talk, that's when you can actually use these words. Okay, that's the first point. Second, which is very important, second point is, as one of you was rightly telling, see, these are actually used basically both living and non-living. This is used both on living and non-living. See, when I say living, point to be noted, it could contain animals, it could be birds, okay, etc., etc. So that is also living. For example, imagine I have a pet at home. I can say, hey, this is my cat. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So although it is living, I'm using that. No problem. Hey, this is my friend. My friend is standing right next to me, and I'm actually pointing out to that person, say, see, this is my friend. This is my mother. This is my cousin. Okay. The only rule what we have while using these four words is make sure whatever you're talking about, it is right there in front of you. Okay. If it is not there, then you cannot use. No, this is pen, and these are, let's imagine now that I have two pens, and these are pens. These are my pens. This is a window. These are windows. That's a laptop. Those are laptops, etc., etc. I hope I've answered your question. I've answered the question, whoever raised the question. All right. So this is very important. You have to keep this in mind. You cannot use these four words left, right, and center whenever you want to, however you want to. That's why they're called demonstrative pronouns. Keep that word demo in mind. Demo means to show. If you do not have something to show, you cannot use these words. Okay? That's for sure. Next, there was one more mistake what Omar committed. He was actually talking about my friend is very kindly and friendly. This is the word what he used. Okay. My friend is very kind and friendly. That should be the correction. My friend is very kind and friendly. Okay. See, when somebody looks very fair, you never use this word white. You always say fair. Okay. Fair. For example, I'm not fair. I'm actually wheatish. Okay, maybe somebody is dark. We shouldn't be even discussing this, honestly, because that actually gets into a different conversation altogether. This is only for the sake of sentence formation. I'm letting you know. Whenever you have to describe a person's personality, my friend is tall, very thin, and she has long and very long and straight hair. She has an oval face. She has a sharp nose. She has big eyes. Okay, etc., etc. She has broad nose. So these are all the words what we use to describe a person's look. Okay. Yes. So these are the mistakes what Omar committed, and make sure that you do not commit the same mistake while speaking in English. All right. Let's go to the next person quickly. Chandan Muzumdar, please unmute yourself. Either you speak on a topic or I'll give you a topic. You can actually choose either of this. Chandan, Chandan Mazumdar, Chandan Mazumdar. No? Yes, AKM Neamatullah.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I saw your hand risen just now. Please go ahead. You wanted to say something?
Yes, miss. Give me a topic.
Okay, you want to speak on a topic? All right, great. So your topic is unforgettable moment of my life. Unforgettable moment of my life. That's your topic. You can think for 30 seconds.
Unforgettable moment.
Yes, unforgettable moment. So let that be a happy moment, because we do not want to create any sad moment right now, because your unforgettable moment can be a happy moment, can be a sad moment. Okay, something what you have not been able to forget so far. Okay,
Yes.
unforgettable moment.
Uh, this happened when first time I got my visa
Okay,
and select for going to India,
okay.
and suddenly I saw that mm, I lost word, miss.
It's okay, no problem. It happens. Relax, take a deep breath.
Uh,
Don't worry. We are not here to judge you. We are here to help you out. And once again, requesting rest of the participants to keep a pen and a paper handy and try finding out the mistakes what your friend is committing while speaking. Let's see. Go ahead. Are you there,
yes.
Niyamatullah?
Yes, miss. When I got my visa, then that was the moment I never forget that, and uh, and I will buy a ticket and come to India to join a JN University, and this is the moment, miss.
That's all.
Yes.
So this is something what is going to happen in the future, which has not happened, right, Niyamatullah?
Yeah.
Is
What,
this
miss?
something what is going to happen in the future?
No, it happened. It.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was a little confusing for me. That's why your first sentence was in past tense, second was in future. So I literally got confused. Okay. Anything else you would like to speak? Why India, Namatullah, by the way? Why not any other
Why?
country?
Because India is very very big country and uh, very famous for education system. Their education is very beautiful and mm,
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. I'm listening.
and India gives us free scholarship. That's why I choose India.
Okay. Any other reason?
Their education system is very beautiful.
Okay. That's all. Anything else you would like
Hmm.
to speak, Namatullah?
Mm, free talk is very difficult, miss.
I think that's very easy because you can speak anything. There's no limitation at all, no boundaries.
But
Anything, whatever
my
comes to
word
your mind, you
finished.
can speak. Go ahead, go ahead. That's all you
And,
want to speak, nothing else?
uh, huge country and good people there.
Good people there. Okay. All right, no problem. Thank you. Swahibat,
Okay, thank you, miss.
Saad has actually found out, mistakes as you were talking, I believe. He said, the moment I never forget. Instead, he should have said, the moment I will never forget. Yes, yes, Saad, you're absolutely right. That's a very good catch. That's a very good observation. I'm glad that you found out the mistake and you kind of like, let us know. That's really great. And I'm expecting the same thing from each of the participants. Okay. How about the rest of the participants? Anybody who was able to find out any other mistakes as Nematullah was speaking? Anybody else? Just waiting for your responses. No? Okay. All right. One thing I want to actually let you know today. This is very important. Usually, there are lots of moments in our life which we can't forget. Am I correct? It could be both good as well as bad. In other words, maybe sad. Yes. So when you have a lot of unforgettable moments and you want to talk about one moment, I repeat, when you have a lot of unforgettable moments in your life and you want to just talk about one moment at that particular point of time, there is a clause what you can use to express that. What's that clause? You can always say, one of my unforgettable moments is, point to be noted, one of my unforgettable moments, this has to be in plural. One of my unforgettable moments is when I got my visa to India. When I got my visa to travel to India. I repeat, when I got my visa to travel to India. Okay. Yes, you can use this in many situations. For example, imagine you have so many friends and in generally you are talking about one person. What you can say, one of my friends is very intelligent. One of our classmates has scored 90%. One of the participants is very it sounds very responding. One of my colleagues is very rude. Are you getting the pattern, everyone? If you want, what you can do is you can actually make a table like this. This will help you a lot. Write one of, okay, have some race. Write one of my, one of your, one of our, one of his, one of her, one of their. Okay. By the way, just for your knowledge, these are actually called, these are called pronouns. Pronouns. Okay. So it can be anything. Every time it need not to be one of my, one of my. It can be one of my, one of your, one of our, one of his, one of her, one of their, okay, etc., etc. Now have a narrow mark right in front of each of these pronouns, okay, and actually come up with another list of words. This is very important. One of my friends, one of your colleagues or colleagues, both are correct. One of our classmates, okay, one of his family members, okay, one of her roommates, right, one of their players. I'm using as many different words as possible. Now you can have half rhombus. You can actually have half rhombus here and write is, was, has, had, okay, or does, did. Okay, now I'll show you how does it work. You see here, just keep your eyes on the screen and keep listening to me. It'll be easy. One of my friends is very intelligent. One of your colleagues was very creepy. Okay, one of your colleagues was very creepy. Point to be noted, is is present tense and was is past tense. Tense is changing. But one thing what I want you to notice over here, which is very, very important, is rule number one, whatever words you are using after all the pronouns, it should be in the plural form. Okay, you can't say one of my friend is intelligent. Incorrect. One of my friends is intelligent. Why? Because the situation is different. I have so many friends. Let's say I have 100 friends, okay, and these 100 friends are right in front of me, okay, and I'm saying one of my friends is very intelligent. I repeat, one of my friends is very intelligent. One of your colleagues is very creepy. One of our relatives is very helpful. You understand my point? So basically, you are talking about only one person, but that person belongs to a category of people. Or in other words, this person belongs to a group of people. That group could be friends, colleagues, classmates, family members, roommates, players, etc. It can be anything. It can be anything, no problem at all. Okay, so this is how you tend to use this. Always, you should always say one of my unforgettable moments is. All right, one of my unforgettable moments is when I got visa to travel to India. You get my point? All right. So if you have understood this particular point, please understand whenever you use this particular pattern of sentence, either you can use is, was, or you can use has, had, or you can use does, did. Apart from these six helping verbs, you cannot use any other helping verbs. Okay. So these two rules are very important. Rule number one, these words should be in plural. Rule number two, only these 6 words can be used. Have you understood? Any questions, clarifications, queries, doubts so far? Anybody? Anyone who did not understand what I just taught? If you haven't, please do let me know. If you have, then I would request each one of you to send me a sentence using this particular pattern. Send it to me. I'm going to give you 60 seconds time, quickly. 60 seconds time to send me a sentence using one of pattern. 60 seconds. I've been waiting, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to unmute yourself and speak, I've already allowed all of you to speak. So you can always unmute yourself at any point of time and you can speak. Anybody? One of my friends is studying abroad. Saad, absolutely correct. Please look at the sentence in chat what Saad has sent. One of my friends is studying abroad. That's a wonderful sentence, Saad. Remember, one of the mistakes what usually people commit is when people use abroad, they always say in abroad. Okay, remember, whenever you are talking about abroad, no preposition. You can directly use that word abroad. I'm going abroad. I stay abroad. Okay, so you never say in abroad. This is one mistake what usually people commit. Please correct this. That's a great attempt, Saad. I really appreciate it. Okay, Niyamatullah has sent a sentence. One of my unforgettable moments was going to India. Perfect. Why? Because it's already happened. Okay, nice. One of my friends was very clever. Shajeda, that's a wonderful sentence. One of my friends was very clever. So maybe Shajeda is talking about those friends, like childhood friends, or maybe colony friends, locality friends. So now maybe they are not in touch. That's how you have to understand. Either the person who Sajida is talking about is not alive anymore, because that's when the sentence goes in past tense. If I say my father was a nice man, please understand. If I say my father was an amazing person, it is understood that my father is not alive anymore. My father was an awesome person. My father used to play with me a lot. My father used to spend quality time with me, etc., etc. So whenever you talk about a person who is alive, you never use was. Whenever you talk about a person who is not alive, then you please go ahead and use was. Okay, this is one more correction to all of you. That's very nice, Ajada. What about rest of the people? I'm still waiting. There are a lot of people who haven't sent me the responses. If you have understood, you have to let me know what's your response quickly, or I'll call out your name. Anupama, I haven't received a response from you. Saim, I haven't received a response from you. Kosongo, I haven't received a response from you so far. Anybody? Anybody else? No? Okay, so Kasongo, are you sure you haven't sent me a sentence? I'm just waiting. A little shocked to know that you haven't sent a sentence. Even Anupama, for that matter. Anupama has been always very expressive. I would say she just comes up with all the answers. No? Is Anupama there? Anupama, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, great. So Anupama, then if that's the case, next is your turn. I don't know why you haven't sent a sentence to me. You were supposed to send the sentence via chat.
Okay, ma'am. I was still thinking, that's why.
Okay, you can just pick up any sentence and you can talk. You can just send it to me. Okay, because
Okay,
when you
ma'am.
practice, that's when you get to know whether you have really understood or not.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Anupama, you can be the next person to speak. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
You'll get even time to think about the sentence. Kasongo, I'm still waiting for a sentence from you. Okay, here we go. So Anupama, would you like to choose a topic of your own choice, or you want me to give you a topic?
Ma'am, I'll talk about an unforgettable day in my life. Is that okay?
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, um, out of uh, sorry, being a Buddhist, actually Sri Lankan Buddhist, I believe God. And I believe that I was blessed with many unforgettable moments. So it is hard to talk about just one unforgettable moment in my life. So out of these, I would like to choose share an unforgettable moment that I had come across in my swimming life and in my life-saving career.
Okay.
So it was, as I can remember, it was 2016 when I attended for the 2-mile sea swim in Negombo, Sri Lanka. So in that race, so at the beginning we had to go run into the sea and had to start swimming swimming the whole 2 miles without stopping actually. So there were around 200 participants. So when I was getting ready to start, and I can remember an elder competitor, it was an open event, so an elder competitor just pulled my cap and my hair came off. It was so hard for me to fix my tie my hair actually in the middle of the sea. However, I stopped for a while and I tied my hair and I fixed my goggles accordingly. And then I couldn't even find my cap. I looked around and I couldn't even find my cap because I think it had gone away due to the sea waves. So I um, stopped, and as I told, I just fixed my goggles and started with courage, like without and swam continuously. So um, after finishing 1 mile, we had to tell our number, which has given to us at the beginning. To a boat that they have stopped at the middle of the sea. So we have so I gave my number and then I swam back, like even without I didn't even looked up for the even to check whether I'm going in the correct route. I was like panicked, but I didn't looked around. So finally after finishing the race, I got to know I got the second place of the whole race. So I was so happy because out of like 100 like nearly 100 women were there. So out of them I got the second place, and I was so like um, got even I couldn't believe that how I got this second place. So most after getting the second place and after I receiving the medal, I got to know that most of the people had caught into a sea current and they got injured due to those rocks for the rocks. And I didn't get caught to that sea current because somebody told me that they saw from uh, that instrument, what do you call, um, um, that they have seen me that I've swum like not near to the beach, actually a bit far away from the beach. So then the effect of the sea current haven't made an effect on me. So then luckily I've not get into that sea current, so I got the second place. So I think that is one of my most unforgettable moments that I've ever come across.
That's nice. Thank you so much. That's really
Okay,
nice.
ma'am.
All right. Very quickly, anybody who noticed any mistakes as Anupama was actually speaking on a topic? Anybody? This is a question to the rest of the participants who are watching the video right now. Anybody? No? Okay, Kasongo, I can see a sentence what you sent it to me via chat. One of my classmates is very peevish. What do you mean by that? Kasongo, what do you mean by that?
Annoying.
Very, very annoying.
Yes.
Okay, then correct. Thank you. Yes, anybody who found out any mistake as while Anupama was speaking? Anybody? No? All right, Anupama, that's a great show. First of all, I really appreciate your confidence. I liked your confidence. Okay. Second, your flow of thought was really commendable. Okay. You did not stop at any point. That was really nice. Okay. It was just flowing, sentence after sentence, phrases after phrases. It was really nice. That was very commendable again. Okay. Few mistakes
Thank you, ma'am.
here and there, which I've just noted it down. See, you started the sentence with being a Sri Lankan Buddhist, correct? That's what the sentence, what you started with. Being a Sri Lankan Buddhist, I believe in God. The sentence has to be, I believe in God. Okay? I believe in God. So when you leave out words like in, on, it can create a lot of chaos. These are the words which are very, very important. Articles, prepositions are very important while making a sentence. Okay, that's the first correction. Second, you were talking about swimming competition, correct? So we were supposed to, the sentence was supposed to be, we were supposed to swim across the sea for 2 miles. The sentence has to be, we were supposed to swim across the sea. Remember, this is a correction to everyone. Whenever you use this word swim, either you swim across the river or you swim across the ocean, you swim across the lake, you swim across any streams of water for that matter. Okay, any means of water you can talk about, doesn't matter. The preposition what you're supposed to use here is across. I swam across the river. My friends and I are planning to swim across the lake on Sunday. Okay. I wish I could swim across the ocean. You all get my point? Okay. It should always be swim across. Past tense of swim is swam. So as you're talking about something which is already over, the sentence was supposed to be, we were supposed to swim across the ocean for 2 miles. Okay, that should have been the correction. Second, you said at the beginning, it has to be in the beginning. I reached the destination which was set in the beginning of the competition. I reached the destination which was set in the beginning of the competition. Okay, there was another mistake what you committed. You said I was panicked. This was a sentence, I was panicked. The sentence was supposed to be I panicked. Okay, I panicked. Or you can say I was panicking a lot. I was panicking. Past continuous. Or you can say I panicked. I panicked so badly. Okay, that should be. You cannot say I. If you're using was, there has to be ing with the action word. If you are not using, then keep it as simple as possible. I panicked. I went. I sang. I danced. I ate. I came. I studied. I learned. I walked. I slept. Okay, that's how it should be. Which is called simple past tense. We call it as simple past tense. Okay. You came up with 2 sentences, right? Throughout the talk, you said there were a lot of women. Out of that, I was only one girl who won. Instead of that, one sentence can cover the entire, uh, entire thought flow. What you wanted to cover it up. Okay. What should have been the sentence? The sentence should have been, out of 100 women, I was the sole woman to receive the second prize. Out of 100 women who took part in the competition. I repeat, out of 100 women who took part in the competition. I was the sole woman. Sole means one. I was the sole woman who secured the second place or who got the second prize. Okay, that should have been the sentence. I hope, Anupama, you have made note of all the corrections. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Perfect. Great. So who's going to be the next person then? Who's going to be the next person? Saad. Yes, Saad. Go ahead. Do you have your own topic? You must have decided topic for sure.
Yes, ma'am. I'll try my own topic.
Go ahead, Saad.
Am I
Now,
audible?
to the rest of the participants, see, as Saad has been very observant while you always speaking, now you are expected to be observant as Saad would be actually speaking for the next 2 to 3 minutes of time. See, it's time to take revenge on her. All right, ready? Rest of the participants? Okay, here we go. Yes, Saad. Time starts now.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. I'll try to speak about this hot topic which has kept the whole world in a limbo. And yes, COVID-19. Uh, According to me, I'll say like COVID-19 is a contagious disease which is very infectious, and it is a newly discovered coronavirus disease. And I can say in my country currently, we are COVID-19 free. Hence, it is a safe travel country. I can welcome you to come to visit our country with no doubt concerning COVID-19 and experience being on cloud nine by seeing wonderful sights of our country. For example, there is Mount Kilimanjaro, which is among the highest, it is actually the second highest mountain in the world after Mount Everest. And we have national parks, which have got varieties of wild animals. And something that is so interesting is that we have a huge mass of sand, which is in Ngorongoro National Park, which is a moving sand. Actually, it moves and it has got a crescent shape. So I can just say that you can come and see wonderful things in our country, and you won't pay an arm and a leg to visit. It will just be a normal amount.
That's very nice, Saad. I can see you used almost all the idioms what we learned in the previous session. I'm so glad. That's why I have a blush. I'm literally blushing because of that. I'm so glad to know that you have been able to implement everything. Do you mind if I request you to speak all these once again? A little slow.
Okay, I can say like I will speak about the hot issue of COVID-19. COVID-19 is a highly contagious and infectious disease, which is a newly discovered coronavirus. And in our country currently, we are free from COVID-19. Hence, it is a safe travel country. So
Okay.
I can welcome you all to come and visit our country with no doubt concerning COVID-19 and experience being on cloud nine by seeing wonderful sights of our country. For example, there is Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro is the second highest mountain in the world after Mount Everest. We have also national parks which have got varieties of wild animals. And something that's so interesting is that we have a huge mass of sand, which is actually a moving sand. And that sand has a crescent shape. And the historical thing about the sand is that it has got some of the elements found on planet Mars. So once this year you see it in the north direction, maybe next year it will be in any other direction without knowing which direction will it face. So I can say you can come and visit our country and you won't pay an arm and a leg to visit. You just be a normal amount.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. That shows, I'm so overwhelmed to hear, get this invitation from you personally to visit your country. Saad, if I may just ask, which country do you belong to?
I am from Tanzania.
Tanzania. Tanzania. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, no, starting with Saad, once again, you were also like Anupama, very confident, very fluent while speaking. You knew what you were speaking. That was the best part of the entire story. And, you actually literally used all the idioms what we had learned. I'm sure even all the vocabulary what you used also must have been something what you did learn from the session. I really appreciate it because application is more important than receiving lots and lots of supplies of knowledge. So I really appreciate that. Few mistakes here and there. See, Saad, as Rakin, which topic are you talking about? I'm so sorry, I didn't get your question, Rakin. You can let me know via chat. So Sad, when you speak about your country, as there are varieties of people over here who belong to different countries, different nationalities. The first sentence what you should have spoken about should have been, according to me, I belong to, or I am from. For example, I'm from India, so I would like to speak about India. Okay, so this is going to work like an introduction. Unless you introduce which country you're talking about, now people would be wondering, what are you talking about? That actually becomes a little difficult for people to assume. So that's one correction what I would like to kind of like mention. Second is, see, you said coronavirus is very contagious, right? This is one of the contagious diseases which is newly discovered coronavirus. So you already had used that word coronavirus. Again, you used the word coronavirus at the end of the sentence, which was redundant. Okay, repetition of the same word twice was actually not fitting into the context. That's another correction what I would like to make. Second is, see, our country is COVID-19 free. The sentence was supposed to be, our country is COVID-19 free. Okay, means our country is not suffering from COVID-19. Although the entire world is suffering from COVID-19, our country is not COVID-19. So suffering from COVID-19. So what should I be in the sentence? Our country is COVID-19 free. That should be the sentence. Please make that correction too. Next is, say, you made that, you actually gave us an invitation, which was lovely. So when you give an invitation, you can come. You're not supposed to use this word can. I can welcome, you can come. No, you should always say, I would really like to invite each one of you to visit our country. I repeat, I would like to invite each one of you or all of you to visit our country. Okay, please make a note of this. I'm repeating. I would like to invite all of you to visit our country, or I would like to invite you to visit our country, because you is both singular and plural. Okay, so I really appreciate if you visit or you come to our country and see the beautiful scenery. Okay, it's called scenery, right? I think you use this word called sights, which is not fitting into the context. So it has to be scenery altogether. You should see the scenery, the beautiful scenery of our country. Okay, all the beautiful sights together, it's actually called scenery. So I would really appreciate if you could visit our country and see all the scenery. Okay, that should be the correction, Sad. Any questions, any clarifications, queries so far by any of you? Anyone? Anyone? No? Rakin, I still did not understand your question. Are you asking for a topic to speak, or you wanted to know on which topic Saad spoke? Please clarify. Help me to understand that. Okay, so who will go next? What about Swahibat? Okay, Swahibat. Okay, Saad spoke. I'm so sorry. Saad spoke. So, Rakin, would you like to go next? I've already allowed all of you to speak, so you can always unmute yourself and you can speak. I keep doing that. Okay. Rakin, would you like to go next? Mayat? Mayat, can you hear me? Mayat? Hello?
Hello, yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, so Mayat, have you chosen your own topic, or do you want me to give you a topic?
Okay, give me a topic, any topic.
Okay, so topic, how about what's very close to your heart? Anything what you like? What do you like the most in your life?
Sorry, ma'am, I cannot hear you. Concentrate
Sorry?
and clear.
Come again, Mayat?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Could you please repeat the sentence? What is it?
Okay, give me a topic, ma'am.
Okay. No, I'm just asking you, what do you like the most in your life? What's very close to your heart?
And
Your parents, your siblings, your friends, maybe your dream, anything? How about you speak about your dream or something
dream.
what you want to achieve? If that's okay, Mayat.
Okay, man.
It can be even a hypothetical dream, like Cinderella dream. You always wanted to get married to a man who would come on a horse, something like that. Anything hypothetical, could be practical, impractical, logical, illogical, doesn't matter. This is only for the sake of working on language. So is it okay? Would you like to speak
Okay,
about your
man.
dreams?
Yes, man.
Okay. So one request, Matt, go a little slow, okay, and be a little louder so that it can be audible to everyone, and I can help you to correct your sentences.
Okay, man.
Go ahead, Matt.
So, man, I wanna be a gardener.
Sorry,
Gardener.
I didn't get you. I'm really sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to be a gardener because I like gardening. Gardening is one of my hobby.
Gardening.
Yes, gardening.
Okay, gardening. Okay, yes. Huh. Go ahead.
Okay. Because I like the plant because plant give me oxygen and plant give me oxygen. Is the plant here to the plant here plant here sorry man the the plant here our to cool the water. Sorry man, I am very excited.
It's okay. Go ahead. No problem. If you want to change your topic and speak on a different topic, no problem. Anything, whatever is comfortable to speak about, go ahead with that. It's not mandatory that you have to speak about your dreams. Okay?
Okay. No, in my childhood, I want to be a gardener, but I want to be outstanding student.
You want to be an Australian student.
No, many man. I want to be an outstanding student.
Outstanding student. Okay, yes.
Yes, man.
Uh-huh.
A good student has to spend more of her time studying to improve his or her education standard. Students are very important for our country because the future of our country in the hand of young people.
Right.
So we should not we should never we never stop our learning and our studying because the worldwide because that the 21st century is globalization. So we follow everybody follow education. So I want to be an outstanding student.
Okay, that's nice. That's it. Mayat, would you like to speak anything further?
Okay. Okay. There.
You aren't Googling anything, right?
I cannot hear you, man. I didn't cut the low word.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, man.
Yes. Would you like to speak further, or would you like to stop?
Yeah. Okay, I would like to start.
Okay. Thank you, Mayat. That's very nice. One thing what I would like to actually let you know, Mayat, where are you from, Mayat, by the way?
Yeah, I am from Burma.
Burma. Okay. All
Yes.
right. Okay. Math, whenever you get an opportunity, means I'm sure as you're preparing yourself for INSAT, which is not over yet for you also, I assume. Is it over for you? Have you already taken up INSAT, or you are yet to?
Sorry, ma'am, I cannot hear you. The rain is very heavily now. Here is rainy season.
Can you hear me now?
No, ma'am, I cannot the last word. I cannot get
Oh,
your word. Consistency as ever. The rain is very heavily now. I cannot hear you.
okay, Math, no problem. Because I've kept microphone very close to my mouth.
No, ma'am, the rain is very heavily now. Here is
Okay,
rainy season.
I completely understand. No problem. I understand that it's raining heavily, Math. Okay, so when it stops raining, just let me know. I'll just let you know. Okay, when it stops raining, just let me know. By any chance during the class, if it stops raining, kindly let me know.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Please mute yourself. All right. Okay, so anybody who found out any mistake in what Matt spoke? Anybody? Anybody? No? Is everyone asleep by any chance? Kasongo, Nematullah, Shajida, Rakin Ahmad, Saad. Is everyone alive? Awake? Please respond. Yeah, Saad. Actually, um, all right. Thank you. Thank you so much for responding. I thought maybe you all dozed off because I wasn't receiving any messages via chat. Yes. So if Mayat can hear me, that's one of the things what I really wanted to tell her, that she has to definitely work on her pronunciation. It was very difficult to understand. However, as English is a foreign language, we all are new in terms of learning English, so it's okay, completely understand. Mayat, if you get an opportunity, please make sure you're spending at least 1 hour time every day in terms of neutralizing your accent, in terms of working on your pronunciation. It was very difficult for me to understand too. I I completely take the responsibility. I should have been able to understand, but I wasn't able to. All right. So we will talk about the correction a little later, Mayat. Okay, Rakin, are you there? Rakin Ahmad. Rakin
Yes,
Ahmad. All right. Shall I give you the topic? Or would you like to speak on a topic of your own choice?
I'm little bit. I love to travel, so I can talk anything about that. My experience of traveling.
Yes, please go ahead. Love to hear about traveling. Go ahead.
So I came from Bangladesh, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a very.
You
I'm
come
from
from,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
from,
from Bangladesh. It's a
okay.
very beautiful country.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, recently before COVID-19, I came to Borishal city.
Okay.
It was um it was very sightseeing. Sorry, it was
Good,
very
good.
beautiful city, and sorry, man. Okay,
Yeah.
it was very beautiful city. Everywhere there is a yeah, just,
Go ahead. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
so when I go to Borishal, there are too much people there. There was too much people there,
Okay.
and all of them was too busy to their work. And I can't explain, ma'am.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Whatever comes to your mind. Go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. I came there with my mom
Mm-hmm.
and saw a lot of things like there are Moscow, which is the biggest Moscow in Asia, I thought.
Okay.
I think, yes. So that was a very big Moscow there.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't get in because of because of that time when it was just COVID-19 arrives in Bangladesh.
Okay.
We go there, but we saw that from outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rakin. I really appreciate it. Is this your first class, Rakin?
I attend classes from YouTube.
Okay. Okay. So you have logged in this time, is it? Via Zoom. That's very nice of you, Rakin. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
All
ma'am.
right. Few things, few corrections, Rakin. See, now you chose to speak about Bangladesh, which is your country, correct? So what should have been the sentence? You could have actually started as you rightly started. To be very honest, you started with the sentence called "I am from Bangladesh." Perfect. Okay,
Yes.
this is one sentence which is applicable to everyone. Whenever you talk about the country you belong to or the state you belong to, easily you can just use the word from. I'm from India. She's from Tanzania. You're from Bangladesh. She's from America. He's from the UK, etc., etc. Okay, so this is the simplest way to talk about the country where you belong to. That's very nice. First correction, what you need to actually make, Rakin, is see there are too much people. That's what you said, right? There are too many people. There are too many people. You never say much to people. Okay, remember, if you people have any confusion about the usage of much and many, this is very important. Please keep this in mind. Much is used on something which cannot be counted. I repeat, much is used on something which cannot be counted. Okay, many is used on something which can be counted, which can be counted. Okay, for example, imagine now I'm speaking about love. Can you count love? Do you go to a person and say, I love you 10, I love you 100, I love you, 1000? Do you speak like that? No. Why? Because love is not countable. Point to be noted, love is not countable. Am I correct? So as love is not countable, should I use much or should I use many? Which should be the correct answer? To all of you, please let me know via chat. Should I use much or should I use many on love? Should I say I love you so much or should I say I love you so many? What should I say? I'm waiting for your responses, folks. Much, correct? And I think that comes from the bottom of our heart. Every time when we say, I love you so much, I'm sure you love me so much, I'm sure she loves you so much. We always say that, right? So whenever we talk about anything which is not countable, blindfoldedly go with much. Okay, much. Whenever you talk about something which is countable, which you can literally count, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can count, then please go with many. Okay, there are so many chairs in the room. I have many books in our library. I have many books in my room. Okay, there are many students in our college. No problem, Rakin. I completely understand. This is actually a lesson for all of us. That's why I'm actually getting into a lot of explanation. Good that, out of nervousness, you committed a mistake because we all needed that. Okay. So basically, when I can count something, for example, bags, can I count or not? Tell me faster. Bags, countable or not countable? Countable or uncountable? Faster. Bags. I'm waiting. Countable. Very good. So should I should use definitely many bags. There are many bags, correct? There are few bags, etc., etc. What about bulbs? Bulbs are countable or not countable? Countable or uncountable? Faster. Countable. So should I use many or much? Many. Likewise, people. There are many people. There are many animals. There are many birds. birds, animals, these are all countable. So point to be noted, whenever you talk about something which are countable, blindfoldedly go with many. Many. You can use many, you can use few. Okay. When you talk about uncountable, something which cannot be counted, please go with much. Please go with much. Okay. The version for few is actually less. Less. There are few students, there is less rice left. Okay. So these are the words what you can use. Please lock it in your mind. You cannot say, there are many, there are much people in the family. That's actually incorrect. Okay. So that was another mistake. All right. See, when you talk about your country, you can always say, you can use in our country, in our country. Okay. In our country. And Rakin, there's one more mistake. You're pronouncing this word mosque, mosque as something else. The correct pronunciation is mosque. Point to be noted, mosque. Okay. Please look at my lips, mosque. The correct pronunciation, mosque. Okay. Uh, uh, there is so and so mosque. Okay. There is so and so mosque in Bangladesh. This is Asia's biggest mosque. Okay. This mosque is Asia's biggest mosque. That's how you actually make the sentence. Okay. Otherwise, great job, Rakin. Great job. You know, I understand you're completely nervous. Don't worry. Everybody, whoever tries to learn something new is always nervous. Nervousness is a good sign of seriousness. Okay. Great job. Who is left over? Anybody else who is left, who has not spoken yet? Please let me know quickly. Otherwise, we'll move on to something even more interesting. Anybody? Anybody? He said COVID-19 arrived in Bangladesh. I think it's wrong. Yes, Saad, you're absolutely right. Okay. So the sentence should have been, our country was also affected by COVID-19. Okay. So that's a very good observation. Our country was also affected by COVID-19, or we are also infected by COVID-19. Okay. So a disease never arrives. You always get infected, right? So the sentence has to be, our country was also affected or is also affected by COVID-19. That should have been the correct one, correct correction. Yes, Rakin, you're welcome. You're welcome, Rakin. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else who hasn't spoken so far and you would like to speak? Anyone? Please let me know. The one in, I think is the one's name in a different language. Is it Bangla? Is it, I don't know. It's a different language altogether. All right. Anybody else who hasn't spoken so far? No? Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to give you a pattern. This is actually going to help you out. Okay. See, we were supposed to talk about this in the previous session itself, but we had to learn a lot of other things. So finish it off. Good. Now we have time. So let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to learn daily routine. You might ask me a question. Why are we learning this? This is so simple. This is so easy. I don't think we have to learn this now, etc., etc. But if you ask me, this is very important. Okay, you have to learn. Yes? Okay, so let's talk about daily routine then quickly. I'm going to give you a pattern for daily routine. What you have to do is you have to actually follow that pattern. You have to write your own daily routine and you have to speak about it. Okay, that's all you have to do. Very simple. Okay, remember, yes, every time when you start speaking, a new mistake will actually kind of, will arrive. You can't help it. Definitely it will arise. Why? Because when you start learning something new, it has to happen. It's a part and parcel of the entire story. So from that perspective, I'm going to give you a pattern. Start speaking. When you commit mistake, I'll correct you and I will tell you why it's a mistake. That's very important. Okay, let's start with, remember, whenever you, what is the meaning of actually daily routine? Routine means something what you do regularly. Am I correct? Routine means something what you do regularly. For example, you eat, we all eat every day. We take a shower every day. We go to sleep every day. Okay. We, let's say we get dressed up every day. So these are all those actions which we do it regularly, whether we like it or we don't like it. That's exactly is called a routine. Okay. You might have a different routine from Monday to Friday. Okay. You might have different routine on weekends, right? Or, you know, at weekends, no problem. But you always have a routine for sure. You wake up at a certain time, you go to bed at certain time, etc., etc. So whatever you do from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed is called daily routine. I repeat, whatever you do from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed is actually called daily routine. Okay, let me give you the pattern now. Ready? Please make sure you have a pen and a paper handy so that you can take down everything. This is not just about watching the video and listening to me. It is equally about understanding what I'm saying and implementing whatever you learned. Okay, let's get started. So as it's a routine, definitely it will start with I wake up. Or you can even say I get up. I get up. Okay. Now you can add the fill in the blanks. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 5 o'clock. So whatever is your time, when you're mentioning the time specifically, like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, use at. If you're not very sure, sometimes it happens like 15 minutes here and there or half an hour here and there. Maybe yesterday I woke up at 6 o'clock. Today I woke up at 6:30. Maybe tomorrow I might wake up at 6:15. So here and there, if there is actually a change, slight change in terms of I waking up, then you can use the word around. You can use the word around. When I say I wake up around 7 o'clock, okay, it means either starting from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. That's called around. So that keeps you on a very safer side, right? So it's like 1 hour from the other way around. Okay. So I wake up, either your sentence has to be I wake up at, or your sentence has to be I get up around 7 o'clock. Okay. Either at or around. Any sentence you can pick it up. So what do we do the moment we wake up? We brush our teeth. That's what we do, right? Right. So to say that, I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth. Okay, I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I take a shower. Right? I get dressed up. I get dressed up. I want you to observe here the pattern. See here. I wake up. I brush. I take. I get. I eat. I go. I come. I study. I watch. I read. Are you observing the pattern? I'm not using am, was, has, had. There is no complexity at all in the sentence. Okay. This kind of sentence anybody can speak. So why am I keeping all these sentences in this particular pattern? Because I'm talking about an action which happens every day, regularly. Okay. Even if it is happening every alternate day, that is also regular. It's just happening consistently. That's what matters at the end of the day. Okay. Maybe every Monday you're doing this, every Tuesday you do this, every Wednesday you do that. Okay. So you do it, whether you like it or not, you do it. Now, for example, I teach. It's not like, oh, yesterday I taught, today I'm not teaching, next week I teach. It doesn't work out like that, right? I teach every day. Likewise, you wake up every day. We brush our teeth every day. We go to school or college or office every day. We get dressed up every day. We take a shower every day. We have breakfast, lunch, dinner every day. You get my point? Okay. So now in this particular pattern, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, okay, go to bed, what all you do, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes time. What all you do, you make a note of that. I do not want this to exceed more than 15 sentences. I don't want this to exceed more than 15 sentences. Keep this as short as possible, as sweet as possible. Okay, ready? 2 minutes time to all of you to make a note of this and quickly to speak. You can actually let us know your daily routine. Yes, as soon as possible. 2 minutes. If you are having any kind of inconvenience, maybe you have any obstacles in terms of framing the sentences, let me know. I've just given you the pattern and I'll tell you how you can speak on that. Okay. How you can speak using this particular pattern is very important. And I should tell you, as you are actually taking down sentences using the same pattern, this is one of the questions which is even asked in interviews, because this is a question. While answering to this question, most of the participants tend to commit mistake. They say, I woke up, I will go to school, I came back. So when you use like this, it's understood it's actually understood that your English is not that great. So this is one section you have to work on, which is very important. When people tend to usually ask your daily routine even while having general conversation. So this can help you in both ways. Last 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Randomly, I'll call out 3 names and those 3 people have to speak your daily routine. Okay. Yes, Sad, you can. Usually routine means what you do from the morning, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. That's what is called routine. If you have any exclusive evening routine, you can speak about it. Or maybe if you have any exclusive weekend routine, you can talk about that too. I'm okay with that. If you can keep it from morning to evening, it's going to be kind of like, it will be easy for everyone to understand so that we all can be on the same page. So if you're ready, as time is up, I'll call out the names randomly and you can let me know. Ready? Okay, Samsodhana Saim. Samsodhana Saim. Are you there? Samsodhana Saim, are you there? No? I think the moment I call out names, no one is there. Who's speaking? Somebody has unmuted himself or herself. May I know who's speaking? Okay, here we go. As Samsudana Saeem is not responding, Shajeda, are you there? Shajeda Akhtar? Shajeda Akhtar? Okay, perfect. Shajeda, we'll start with you. Could you let us know what's about your daily routine quickly? Don't go beyond 15 sentences so that rest of the people also get an opportunity to speak. Go ahead, Shajeda.
At first, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my. I wake up.
Yes. Go ahead.
I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth.
All right.
I take a shower.
Okay.
I get dressed up. I take my breakfast.
Okay, 1 second. You can stop, Shajeda, over there. This is a correction to all of you. Please remember, you never take breakfast. You always either have breakfast or eat breakfast. This is applicable to breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, supper, for everything. Okay. I have breakfast. I have lunch. I have brunch. I have dinner. I have supper. Or you can say, I eat breakfast. I eat lunch. I eat brunch. I eat dinner. I eat supper. This is a correction. As rest of the people are also listening to this, please make sure that you're making this correction if you're committed the same mistake. It's not taking breakfast. You always have breakfast or eat breakfast. Shajida, please repeat the sentence with the correction.
Okay, ma'am. I have my breakfast.
Okay. Another mistake. See, we all have this tendency of using my breakfast, your breakfast, his dinner. We never say like that. In generally, when we speak about breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, supper, you should always say, I have breakfast. Because that's a very common word applicable to everyone across the globe. Okay. You understand my point? I have breakfast. There is nothing called exclusively my breakfast. You understand my point? So this is a correction to everyone. If you have written my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, my snacks, please remove that word my. You can just write I eat breakfast or I have breakfast. I eat snacks or I have snacks. That's more than sufficient. Go ahead, Shajida.
I have breakfast. I go to college.
You go to college at what time?
At 9 o'clock.
Yes. So this is one correction to everyone. If you have mentioned actions, right? Different actions. You can give time to actions, not to every action, here and there, some important action about which you are very sure that, for example, Shajida is very sure that she goes to college every day at 9 o'clock. She comes back home at 5 o'clock. So only for those important actions about which you are extremely sure in terms of timing, mention timings over there. Okay, at, around, use any of these words and mention timing. Please repeat the sentence, Shajida, with the correction.
I go to college at 9 o'clock.
Very good, fantastic.
I attend the classes.
You attend the classes from what time to what time?
At 9:30 to 1:30 o'clock.
Okay. Now listen to me, Shajida. This is a correction for everyone. See, whenever you talk about timings, when I say timings, okay, remember, either you can use from to or you can use between and. These are the two combination what you can use. For example, I work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Or I can say, I work between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. I repeat, I attend classes from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or I can say, I attend classes between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Okay. So whenever you talk about timings, maybe office timings, college timings, maybe class timing, training timing, there can be timing for anything. For example, there is a timing even for our session, right? What is the timing? You always attend your basic communication sessions either from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. or between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Am I correct? Okay. So these are the two pairs of prepositions what you can use to talk about timings. Apart from these two, do not use any other. Am I making it clear to everyone? This is very important. Usually people commit mistake here. They say between two, from between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's incorrect. Okay. Either it has to be from two or it has to be between and. Please make the correction. This correction is applicable to everyone who is watching, who is listening. Please make sure of that. Yes, Shajeda, you can come up with the sentence with the correction now.
I attend classes from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Very good. Fantastic.
I go to library at 2 p.m.
Good.
and I study there.
Very nice.
I back home around 3 o'clock.
I come back home.
Come back.
Come back. Yes. Either you can say, this is a correction to everyone. I'm sure you must have written the sentence. Either you can say, I come back home. Okay. Or you can say, I return. I return to my place. To my place. Point to be noted. My place is equal to home. Home is equal to house. Home is equal to house. Everything is same. Okay. I come back to my place. I return to my place. I come back to my house. You get my point? Okay. There's one more thing what you all have to keep it in mind. Whenever you use the word home, you never use the word to. That's why look at the first sentence here. I've written, I come back home. Hey, when are you coming back home? You never say, when are you coming back to home? That is incorrect. Okay. If you say to home, it is incorrect. You can add to anything, any other, to my place, to my house, to your house, to college, to market, to library, everything is correct. But to home is not correct. Am I making that clear to everyone? To home is not correct. Okay, please make the correction.
I come back home around 3 o'clock.
Yes, correct. Go ahead.
I fresh myself.
Okay, that what should be the sentence? See, you said I fresh myself, right?
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
Yeah, the sentence should be I get freshened up. Please make the correction. This correction is applicable to all of you. I get freshened up. Usually we come back home, we wash our face, we wash our hands, we wash our feet, right? So that's called freshened up. I get freshened up. I get freshened up. You always get freshened up when you come back home. Whether you're coming back home from college, you're coming back home from office, you're coming back home, from playground, doesn't matter. You always get freshened up. Either you go and take a shower or you get freshened up at least, right? This is the correct sentence. Okay, this is the correct sentence. Please make the correction. I get freshened up once I come back home. I have to get freshened up when I come back home from playground. One should get freshened up when one comes back home. Okay, this is how the sentences should be. By the way, Russell, thank you so much. I was reading your message as it was very lengthy. It took some time. Thank you so much, Russell. I'll keep that. I'll keep your name in my mind. Like last time also, I tried asking you your name, but I think it didn't work. Okay, no problem, Russell. I'll keep your name in my mind, and I'll make sure that I'll keep asking you questions. Okay, just keep answering to what all the questions I kind of like keep raising during the session. Thank you so much, Russell. Okay, yes, go ahead.
I ate lunch.
Okay. Yes.
I take 1 hour
Mhm.
snaps. Sorry.
Nap? Is it a nap you're talking about? Shajita, are you talking about nap? N-A-P, nap? Nap? Is it nap or snap? Shajita, we can't hear you. Could you please speak? Shajita, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, keep the microphone a little closer. We can't hear anything. Are you talking about nap, Shajita?
Nap.
Nap means now, if people must be wondering here, see, nap means short time sleeping.
Yes, ma'am.
Short time sleeping. Okay. Now, for example, usually it happens, right? When you have lunch, you just feel yawning and you need to take a nap. Okay. Nap doesn't mean sleeping for 5 hours, 6 hours. Nap means sleeping for half an hour or 1 hour. That's called nap. Okay. Nap is the correct word, Shajita. Go ahead. I take a nap for an hour. The sentence has to be, I take a nap for an hour. If anybody has come up with the same sentence, I take a nap for an hour. For an hour. Yes. I take a nap for an hour. Go ahead, Shajida. Next. Go ahead, please go ahead. Are you taking down notes?
I play some game.
Okay.
Uh,
What game do you play? You play games on mobile, is it?
on mobiles.
Yeah, so we can say I play game on my mobile or on mobile. I play game on my mobile.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Usually this is one more mistake what people tend to commit. Whenever you talk about something connected to your mobile, you should always use on. Okay. For example, I'm working on my mobile. Okay. I am playing on my mobile. I'm sending an email on my mobile or on my phone. Okay, please make a note. When you talk about mobile, when you talk about laptop, when you talk about TV, okay, when you talk about radio, the only preposition what you can use is on. I'm watching a movie on TV. I'm listening to songs on a radio. Okay, I'm working on my laptop. I'm playing games on my phone. Okay, that's how it is. It's not in my phone, it's not in my TV, it's not in my radio. That's incorrect. Please make a note. This is one mistake what everybody commits. Shajita, you can mute yourself just for 1 minute until I finish explaining. See, please make a note. Usually we have this confusion between in and on. Okay, especially when we talk about newspapers, when we talk about mobile phones, when we talk about radio, watch, etc., we have this confusion. So there is one technique what you can use to make sure that you will never get confused with this. Okay, make a note of two words. The first word is print. The second word is electronics. Please make a note of two words, and I want you to have your eyes on the screen. Okay. Please look at the first word. The first word says print. Second word says electronics. Okay. Can you see in print? Can you see in print? Can you see on in electronics? Can you see on in electronics? Okay. So what is the moral of the story? Please keep these two words in mind. Whenever you talk about any printed items, I repeat, whenever you talk about any printed items, blindfoldedly go with in. Okay, that can be newspaper, that can be magazine, that can be notebook, that can be textbook, that can be let's say a hoarding. Okay, or that can be a banner. You understand my point? These are all printed items. Whenever you talk about any printed item, blindfoldedly go with in. For example, I am reading hot news in the newspaper. Point to be noted, in the newspaper. I'm very sure it has to be in the newspaper because newspaper is a printed item. In print, there is in. I found the answer to my question in the textbook. I found the answer to the question in the textbook. Why? Textbook is a printed item. I read an amazing article in the magazine. I read an amazing article in the magazine. Why? Magazine is a printed item. There is a spelling mistake in the banner. There is a spelling mistake in the banner. Why? Banner is a printed item. Okay. You all get my point? Whenever you talk about any printed item, blindfoldedly go with in. Whenever you talk about any electronics item, whenever you talk about any electronic items, blindfoldedly go with on. I'm watching a movie on TV. I'm watching a series on mobile. Okay. I'm listening to songs on a radio. All right. Why? These are all electronic items. When you talk about electronic items, go with on. For example, can you see what I've written on the screen? Have you been noticing? This is, I think, the third class I'm conducting. Since 3 days, since 3 sessions, I have been letting you know, please look at the screen. Please, I hope you're able to see what I've written on the screen. That's what I have been telling, right? Okay. Correct, right? Thank you so much, Russell. I'm glad that you loved print and electronic technique. This is the easiest way to keep it in your mind. Very easy way. Any printed item, in, that's it. No thinking, no digging too much, no asking anyone, in. Whenever you talk about any electronic items, on. Simple as that. Are we clear? Everyone clear? Any question, clarification, queries? Anything as such? Anything? No? Okay. Akhtar, Miss Akhtar, Shajida Akhtar, would you like to continue? I'm so sorry, I took a little more time. That was pretty much important. That's the reason. Continue, please.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
I complete my prayer.
I'm sorry?
I complete my prayer.
Okay. When you say prayer, are you talking about namaz?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shajida, you should always say, I offer namaz. Okay? I offer namaz. Whether it is namaz, whether it is prayer for Christians, or whether it is puja for Hindus, anybody, because we all have our own faiths, we all have our own beliefs. Okay, you always offer puja to God, you always offer prayer to God, you always offer namaz to God. Okay, you get my point? You always offer. That's the right word for everyone. Okay, offer. That's the correct word to use. Offer. Go ahead, Shajida. Great. Next.
I complete my study around 10 o'clock.
Okay, so see, I think you like this word complete a lot, Shajida. It's not complete. What you can say is, how many hours a day you study usually, Shajida? 2 hours, 3 hours?
3 hours.
3 hours. So what you can say, keep it easy, keep it as simple as possible. You can say, I study for 3 hours. I study for 3 hours. See how easy it is, right? Instead of saying I complete, when you say complete, it means you're completing your entire textbook, or maybe you're completing your entire study. That's the meaning. Ma'am, I need clarification for the preposition in and on in terms of time. Okay, Saad, sure, I'll talk about it. Once Shajida gets done with her daily routine, let me talk about it, if that's okay with you, Saad. Yeah? Yes, I study for 3 hours. That's the correction. Go ahead, Sajida.
I finish my dinner at 10:30 o'clock. I
Very good.
finish my dinner.
At 10:30. You never say 10:30 o'clock. Okay? At 10:30. That's it. Yes.
I
You can
go
say
to
9
bed.
o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That is correct. But when you say 9:30, 9:15, 10 o'clock, 10:45, you never say o'clock. Okay? It's only for complete numbers, 1 to 12. Understood, Shajida? Shajida, are you there? Are you there, Shajida? Hello? Shajida? Have we lost you? Shajida, are you there? I can't hear you. I think we lost Shajida, most probably. Yeah, Shajida, are you there?
Yes,
You,
madam.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I go to bed at 12 o'clock.
Very good, fantastic. Now, a round of applause to Shajida. Great job. Okay, very nice. As Saad asked me a question, let me answer the question before we wind up the session for the day. The question was about in and on in terms of time, right? So let's talk about it. We are talking about time right now. Now make a note. Whenever you talk about week, okay, month, year, decade, century, okay, please go with in. Whenever you talk about day, okay, when I say day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, okay, from Sunday to Saturday, any day. That's what the meaning, that's what exactly is the meaning of the word day. Whenever you talk about dates, from the 1st January to the 31st December, I repeat, from the 1st January, okay, from the 1st January to the 31st December, any year, doesn't matter. When you talk about a date, blindfoldedly go with on. Okay, blindfoldedly go with on. All right. When you talk about festivals, on festivals, on Christmas, on Ramzan, on Durga Puja, we all celebrate different festivals, right? So any festival, whenever you talk about any festival, usually festival falls on a day or a date, right? So from that perspective, it's always on. Okay. When you talk about holidays, on. When you talk about vacation, on. When you talk about leave, on. Okay. So when you talk about day, date, festival, holiday, vacation, leave, on. For example, hey, I'll meet you on Wednesday. Let's have the meeting on the 1st of January. Come home on Diwali, or come home on Christmas, or come home on Ramzan. Okay. I am on a holiday. I repeat, I am on a holiday. We are planning to go on a vacation. We are planning to go on a vacation. My friend is planning to go on a vacation to Goa. My friend is planning to go on a vacation to Goa. Hey, I'm planning to go on leave for 3 days. I'm planning to go on leave for 3 days. Zenith is on leave since the 1st August 2020. Okay. So from any context, when you talk about day, date, festival, holiday, vacation, leave, blindfoldedly go with on. When you talk about week, in the first week of January, in the second week of February, in the third week of March, in the fourth week of April, likewise, in Jan, in June, in August, in September, in October, in November, in December, any month. Okay. In 1947, in 2020, in 1837, any year. Okay. BC, AD, doesn't matter. In 1980s, in 1970s, in 1990s, in 1960s, in 1950s, decade, 10 years, in in 20th, in the 20th century, in the 21st century, in the 15th century, in the 5th century, in the 9th century. You get my point? So wherever you talk about a week, month, year, decade, century, it's always in. When you talk about day, date, festival, holiday, vacation, leave, it's always on. Saad, I hope I've answered your question. Let me know if you still have any confusion.
No, ma'am.
All right, perfect. Anybody else who has any confusion? Did everybody understand what I taught just now? This is only from the perspective of time. That day, what we discussed, that was in and at, that was from the perspective of, place, territory. We spoke about specific building. I hope you all can recollect that, right? I hope you all can recollect that. All right, perfect, great. So now there is a homework for all of you. The homework is, now you have taken down the pattern. Now you know where usually people commit mistake in terms of daily routine. I want you to write daily routine appropriately from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed without any mistakes, any grammatical mistakes in the notebook. Practice it at least once or twice in standing in front of mirror. And then in the next class, randomly 2-3 people I'll ask, okay? 2-3 people randomly, especially those people who haven't been speaking, who always hide themselves, kind of like, from speaking, who never come up to speak. So such kind of people I'm gonna actually pick. So you 1 or 2 people you can actually speak to understand. Any confusion about daily routine pattern? Did everybody understand this? Did everyone understood? Has everyone understood? I repeat, has everyone understood? Okay, perfect, great. So if that's the case, I'm going to actually send you an assignment. This time, it's going to be a reading assignment. I'm going to send you 2 beautiful stories. Ashish sir is going to actually email the same to each one of you. Please make sure that you read the story, you understand the story. Randomly, I can ask anyone to narrate the story. Whatever you understood from the story, you have to narrate it. 3 people randomly I'm going to ask. Okay, great. Anyhow, my dear friends, thank you so much. It was once again such a great pleasure to get into a session with you all. I hope you learned something from today's session too. I'm going to meet you all on Wednesday, sharp at 2 o'clock. We will have another session. We'll continue to learn on in terms of elevating our communication skills, right? Until then, please take a great care of yourself and have a fantastic time ahead. Bye-bye. Take care.